Let me give you update. As the show was about to start, a certain Arsenal fan was here, and Coach Dixon started. Me and the Arsenal fan would just say like, all of a sudden, the truth is, if City draws today or drops points today, Arsenal are champions. But in spite of that fact, Coach Dixon was able to convince us and not confuse us that it's not over yet. Till you hear the final whistle on the last day of the football of the game at the weekend. And all of a sudden, even me that came in with brimming confidence, like, Arsenal, are you guys ready for the party? He just humbled me and I was quiet. Coach Dixon?
Before I go to the Arsenal game, we should go. Let's start with the highlights. Arsenal fans, calm down. Your support.
You can't even look in their face and tell them the truth. Say it again, looking in the camera. Looking in your own camera. Say it.
No. There's always two sides of the coin.
You see,
the coin does not have just one
case
side.
Closed. I rest my case. You don't have to say anything again. You've proven my point.
What did I prove now?
Waiting concern two sides of coin with this. Look, you said Arsenal fans, relax, you have won it or something like that. I said, look into the camera, your camera, and tell them, Arsenal fans, don't worry, you got this. Next thing is, don't worry, there are two sides of a coin. What? What's two sides of a coin? Arsenal fans, even though it's paining me inside as I'm saying this thing, but congratulations. I think...
of what? Of what?
They're going to win the Premier League.
No.
They're going to win the Premier League today because City will not beat Bournemouth today.
No.
John is no. Is it what you wish or?
I'm not saying that they won't win it. You see, this is what I've been trying to say.
But you're trying to say they've not won it yet.
Remember a few months back, it was as if it was going to be impossible. And I said mathematically, City was still in the game. And we saw when they tied it on points. So then I'm just saying that.
But City has bottled it again.
Have they bottled it?
The game against Everton that they dropped points.
Yes.
So it's
but right now
we've moved on.
Right now
we've sent our congratulations.
Right now, no. When it's not Nigerian elections. It's Nigerian election, they will send congratulations when they are still counting votes. They are still counting votes, you send congratulations.
Because you know what you've done.
No, this is the...
You know what you've done. You know what yesterday's match. You know what you've done. So congratulations, Arsenal. I mean, we've seen
I'm not going to... See, I told myself, I will not going to go there. Because it seems...
Go where? Yesterday's result. Yesterday's...
referees have been very...
Okay, you know what? Let's just start again from the beginning.
Okay, so
you said you want to do the highlights.
Let's start with the highlights. Let's start with the highlights.
Because we'll play the Arsenal highlights, then we'll come back and talk about
to that. Let's start with the highlights. Yes. We saw the La Liga. Let me start with the La Liga before I go to basketball. I think those two rounds of fixtures where there was nothing to play for. I think even though we'll come to that because news coming out is Mourinho is going to take over that Real Madrid team. And people are saying, don't go back to what you have left. I think he went back to Chelsea, still won the Premier League. Is he going to do the same thing with Real Madrid? We'll come to coaching. I think there's a coach.
Something with the coaches. I think we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a special fixture. I was going to do it today, but you added Mourinho to the mix, so
yes. There's Maresca.
There's Maresca for City because Pep just announced he's leaving. Well, not really announced, but. It's most likely he's going to leave at the end of this season, even though he has a year left. Xabi Alonso is coming to Chelsea.
There's this coach, how would I put it, going around, there are 9 players now where they're in the transfer market and they're trying to sign them.
We'll do that tomorrow.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Coaches, the trending coaches.
There's some... When we talk about the coaches tomorrow, I want to know, because there's this argument of... Pep Guardiola being probably the greatest manager of all time. People say Ferguson has more trophy more than Guardiola. But I have my own perspective. So
it depends on the school of thought you're looking at. At the school of thought you're looking at. Anyway, when we get to that tomorrow, I think that will be a great conversation for
people
tomorrow.
Don't know that Guardiola won 2 World Cups, but I will explain tomorrow.
With his Barca side and with the Bayern side. When he coached those teams, more than half of the players of those teams were...
All the old teams they just turned to a Guardiola way of playing than dominated. So
and they won it. Actually, that's 2010.
The philosophy he brought to football.
For Spain,
he has changed the whole thing. Before he goes now, he might just give us one formation and say, I
think that's where he outlasts or he outclasses Ferguson. Ferguson has incredible stats. But then again, you're talking of a time where there was no VAR. There's some blatant calls that we watched today. The game against Arsenal, where they broke their Invincibles record. The game against Tottenham, where the ball was in the net and kicked out. There's so many things you look at that.
Game against Chelsea, red card.
If his last season,
yes,
if you put VAR in and take it across Ferguson's era, he's not winning up to 5 Premier League titles. I'm telling you, he's going to win maybe like 2 or 3. Because a lot of it was to the point that a term, Fergie time, became a thing. The referee doesn't blow the whistle until Manchester United scores in stoppage time. It became a thing.
If you look at those rules where you go to harass force officials and referees
and nothing happens to you, no red card and all that. So I think where I would rate, once again, I put things into pen and paper. I look at the stats and look at what you've done, not only eye tests. Because you must say that in Ferguson's time, he had fantastic players.
Yes.
And they played beautiful football. Not always beautiful football, but they got the job done. But to come into football and change global football, that's legendary. For me,
I agree.
Because
I agree.
And everybody who is accusing Pep came and spoiled football. He came with his new style of football with false 90s. If your style was better, beat it. If your style is better, beat his style. Nobody had the answer to Pep's Barcelona. And as a result, in extension, Spain, in that golden era of Spain, where they won 2 Euros and the World Cup. Untouchable. Same thing when he went to Germany and with Bayern. Untouchable. Unfortunately, he didn't win the Champions League. But he's brought... there's the Cruyff philosophy.
Yes,
he's brought the Pep style of football. And look at the coaches that are thriving. Mikel Arteta, Vincent Kompany, Enzo Maresca, all his pupils. Yes. The next generation of coaches in club football are Pep's pupils. So I mean, what's Ferguson? Sometimes I don't like to compare greats because
he has his coach is Rooney, Gary Neville.
All of them, what are they today? Most of them failed coaches. But it is what it is.
You can put Carrick there for
Did he learn under, or you were just coached by him as a player? Did you learn under him? Where are the people that were his assistant? Anyway, that's tomorrow's conversation.
That's all this for tomorrow, because so just stay tuned. Tomorrow will be hot, and we want you to call in and have your own opinion.
Yeah.
Also, but I think early morning of this of today, the
OKC Thunder.
Did I say that coming? Yes. I'm
Absolutely.
not surprised of that result. Because you may mention, because I think when I was talking, I talked about 2 times, because that was it was the last 2 meetings that came to my head, only for me to find out that
they lost 4 times.
They lost 4 times. They met 5 times in regular season and they lost 4 times. And as we said, if there is a team that will knock this OKC team out, it's going to be Spurs. And we saw that going
all of a sudden, Victor Wembanyama delivering
41
all-time record numbers.
41 points, 23 rebounds. That's enormous. So coming to this game, everybody was looking at 2 final, the last 2 final MVP last season, regular season, 2-time regular season MVP, SGA versus Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. So let's see who will stop who. And we saw the result there. They've taken one game away. They went away and so I like this rivalry. Now Spurs are trying to say, you know what? We are the new kids on the block. We are going to stop your dynasty. And OKC is trying to cement their own dynasty. If any team will knock this dynasty, is going to be Spurs. If they steal another game away, I think it's going to be over, because if they, I think OKC will come. I think it will be 1-1 at the end of the day.
You think they win the second game?
OKC will not win. You better win the second game.
It's shocking for a team that, in case you've been following the playoffs, OKC had not lost any game.
Playoff game.
They won the quarters.
It was a sweep. They swept everybody.
4-0. As in, they beat the whole
No, 41-year-old LeBron now.
LeBron,
41, no, wait. Like, it's 41 without Luka. 41 years old.
But man. If you won, you'll have been like 41 years old, you won if you won, right? They beat the 41-year-old and his team. It's an interesting one. It's too hard to call.
Yes.
And this, when I was doing the intro, I said history has its place. And by history, I don't mean 10 years ago's history. I'm talking about recent history, like regular season. It's hard to give, at the end of the day, at the end of the 7 games, it's hard to give it to OKC because they should have hoped that the Minnesota Timberwolves helped them knock them out. Because at this rate, I don't see you. You may be 1-1, but when you go back to San Antonio,
it's going to be a different.
It's going to be a different ball game.
And if there are some teams that you can lose to and you don't bother yourself, but Spurs don't want to lose to this OKC Thunder.
Like you were saying while we were watching the highlights, rivalry.
Yes,
there's this rivalry thing that has come.
I can lose to anybody, but you, I will not lose. And that's why you saw it. It went to double overtime. And they're like, you know what? I like both teams because they are in the average of 22, 23
young players.
So they have the strength.
Energy to go the distance.
They have the energy to go the distance. And,
absolutely.
For us, neutral, we want to see game after game. Even if it's going to get to game 7, we don't mind. Let's see. But the question is, in the other bracket, where in the Eastern Conference, we have the New York Knicks versus Cleveland.
Yeah, the Cavs.
The Cavs. No, permit me, nobody's really...
Nobody's interested in that side.
I don't know why. Already, pundits and lovers of basketball already said the winner of this Spurs and OKC will win the NBA Finals. But let's see.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But those teams are just too strong for the other two. But again, it's basketball and anything can happen. But let's see how it unfolds. But if this is what they've given us in the first game, wow. Just wow.
Tasty fixtures to come. Anyways, fantastic one. Today is Tuesday. Today is the day we talk Africa, Nigeria, and the likes. But it's heating up on the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat. Finally, there's a particular person who joined the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat, and I've been waiting for him to speak. We spoke on the phone recently, and he was like, I should relax. And he's a Manchester United fan, supporter, and he's dishing it. Welcome to the club, Esteemed Dickin. I'm just going to stop at that. I've seen you're seeing his comments, right? Yes, Ginger. So the Prime Sports Group is buzzing. We like that. We like to see fresh blood. You know, we've been silenced. So we don't speak anymore, but I'm enjoying the conversation. If you're not a member of the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat, you can see the scan me code right there, bottom right corner. Take out your phone, turn on your camera. If it's a smartphone, you should see the link. Click on it, join, and it will add you to the group immediately. And of course, you need to have King's Chat. I mean, you can't be a part of the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat if you don't have King's Chat.
Definitely.
So you join the group. It's a buzz. It's an amazing place. It's been quiet for some time until yesterday. Some people can smell victory close, while some people are still spraying something to change the smell of the victories.
Everybody just saying one more game to go, and which is one more game to go. I see a video here. We'll come to that. I see a video by Pastor William. But yesterday's game didn't go. You could feel the nerves at the Emirates. Before this game, it was Burnley 19th position in the league, right?
Yeah. Relegated,
nothing to... And Arsenal felt they were just going to go there and just swim the Pacific Ocean and land in the Americas. It didn't happen like that. You could feel the nerves all until Kai Havertz scored. It was so nervy. It was nervy all around. And but again, like I always say, if you want to be champions, there are some games you have to ground 1-0 victories and get away with your 3 points. I remember Chelsea also against in the Conte, Antonio Conte era. That 1-0 victory over West Brom that they needed. 1-0. West Brom that were losing game became a thorn in the flesh for Chelsea Football Club that day, and they got 1-0 and progress. You think City won't have enjoy a 1-0 victory over Everton? They would have, because that would have given them 3 points. So 3 points. Those that expected 6-0 at this time, just leave it. But again, I know that the game has been, just like the video where Pastor William posted, the red card that Kai Havertz would have received. I don't know why he didn't. I won't push for that because Arsenal fans will say Dixon that's not a red
No.
card.
You can highlight it and you can talk about it, because right here yesterday we spoke about the Manchester United situation and the handball by Mbeumo. And just after the show, just right after the show, the PGMO came out and said it should have been given, as in the goal should have been disallowed. Yeah, because and some people say this, some people say that. The rules are the rules. It's not subjective. It's the rules. Some parts they will leave it for the referee's initiative, but some instructions are instructions. If a handball leading to a goal is chalked off, period. Whether it was purposely, whether it was
intentional,
unintentional, it's a rule, and it was established right after the game. But as like the big point is, and I think even me, I'm tired of saying the same thing. It's always medicine after death, crying over spilled milk.
Yes,
the deed has been done, and in spite of the fact that it's created a whole lot of traction, at the end of the season, they will now tell you, oh, key points that VAR intervention or the lack thereof caused XYZ. They're just accounting or recounting incidents that you robbed certain teams and gave certain other teams advantages here and there. And for me, it's beginning to seem like a broken record. Does it make it feel less special? That's for the fans to decide.